Started. All right. Let's see. I'm wondering if you guys can hear me. Let me mute everybody. Still waiting for Wom. Give me 1 second. She's connecting to audio. Hope everybody's doing well today. Your weather is finally starting to get beautiful over here, so I am a happy camper. Just give it 1 second. I'm just waiting on Wom. I broke my hematite ring again. So remember I was talking about the hematite rings, and when a crystal breaks or something breaks, it's usually has like done its, protected you or done what it's had to do. So this ring was doing really well. And remember Caroline was saying something about, and I was saying I need to stop buying cheap ones because a lot of them are cheap. That I slammed my hand. I was saying how I slammed my hand on the counters and that's why they shatter. Well, I did it again yesterday. I slammed my hand on the counter. I'm just so animated. I was telling a story and I was like, what? And it shattered. I was like, gosh darn it. Okay, I know, Jean. I was like, I don't know why I keep slamming counters, but there goes my hematite ring once again. I think Wom's having problems. We're gonna go ahead and start the meditation because it's 6:06. So let's just sit in our space. I'm sure she'll catch up. Deep breath, inhale through the nose. I'm no longer prompting the inhales and exhales because we've all been doing this. Only when there's someone new. We all breathe at our own pace. We're all grounding at our own pace. So just take those moments. Clear out our minds. Relax your body. Release your ego. Sitting in this space. Today, let's focus on how we allow others to speak to us. A lot of times, we don't want to be rude. We don't want to hurt someone's feelings. But what does that energy do to us? You have to remember that energy doesn't just die. Even when our bodies die, our spirits remain. How do you think we are able to connect with others on the other side? Why do you think we talk about this veil and on the days that it's thin? Energy never dies. It only shifts. Yesterday, we talked about focusing on being present, taking pauses. We talk about a lot, thinking before we speak. Our guides want us to flip that around, and we haven't really talked about this. But let's focus today on how others speak to us, on how we allow others to speak to us, how we allow others to treat us. Where are our boundaries? Where are our limitations where we say enough? Focus right now on someone who may not speak to you very kindly. Now, when we think of these people, for most of us, the automatic reaction is anger, resentment, hurt feelings. These are all very natural. When we think about these things, right, a lot of times they may be family, a boss, a coworker, someone you feel you may not be able to put a boundary up with, or you may not be able to cut out. That is false information. We have absolute control over who comes into our space, how we allow people to treat us, and what energy we allow into our field. Now, there may be some who are in your space. That is when you put the boundaries up to protect your field. You allow everything and anything to happen to you. Protect your peace. I want you to picture this person. And right now in our heart, we're going to hold empathy and love for them. We know and understand that this person is coming from a place of trauma. They are coming from a place of hurt. They are coming from a place where their ego is controlling the show. We vibrate a little bit higher. We're able to see this from that higher perspective. We're able to observe what is truly going on. And then we are able to put up boundaries. No one has the right to speak to you like you're dumb. No one has the right to speak to you as if you caused all their problems. No one has the right to make you feel less than the amazing, beautiful, divinely protected creature that you are. No one can enter your field unless you let them. I want you to see it now. I want you to hear the electrical current of that bubble protecting you right now. What color is it? How big is that bubble? Feel that energy protecting you right now. We're going to send love to those people today. We're going to pray that a light bulb goes off in their head today. We are going to pray that they know that love is more powerful than hate. More importantly, and most importantly, we are going to hold space for ourselves today. We're going to stand strong. Our feet are firmly planted on the ground. No weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. Look at me quoting the Bible. Jesus is here today, guys. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, exhaling all the shit that doesn't serve us. Inhale. All of that protective energy we're absorbing today. Exhale all that does not serve us. One more deep inhale. Exhale all the bullshit. Slowly bring awareness to your fingers and your toes. And open your eyes when you're ready. You'd stay in the space if you're ready. But remember, guys, yesterday, how they wanted us to be very conscious. Do you know what I mean? Of our thoughts. Today, our thoughts, they want you to be conscious of how we are letting others speak to us, talk to us. Where are our boundaries? Where do we say, no, 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 no? Even this came up yesterday during a reading with Missy, even others who, you think you may be, it's good to be a good friend and be there for your friends, but be mindful of the friends that are always dumping on you. When I got into my healing, I was like, oh my gosh, I really do let people dump. And I dump. I stopped dumping as well. You'll realize when you're able to ground yourself and you'll feel that those triggers and things that are like, because when you're not, and when you're not grounded, and when everything is affecting you, and when all those triggers are coming, what do? You turn to your friends. Can you believe that bitch said that to me? And then I was like, da-da-da. And can you believe this is, and da-da-da. And then you're taking all of that energy that you've allowed to come into your space, and now you're dumping that onto your friend too. You know what I mean? And dumping that into their space. So yeah, of course you want to like talk to your friends, and of course you want your friends to talk to you, but be mindful. Are you really helping them? Are you really asking for advice? Things like that. Your energy field as well. If you have that friend that's constantly dumping on you, maybe start to help them shift their thoughts. And if you can't, let them know, like, hey, if it's bothering you, if you feel that it's affecting you, do you know what I mean? Some people like maybe it's not, but you'd be surprised. Maybe it's something that you haven't thought about, but think about it. If you're one of those ones that you have people dump on you, how do you feel after those dump sessions? Your day might have been going great, but now all of a sudden your day might start going a little slower, a little sluggish, because you've allowed all that stuff to come into your energy field. Not being a bad thing, just really be aware, and you'll be surprised how that shifts and changes too. Like, oh, wow, and like I was saying too, I made that post about wanting to punch somebody, and I got to be honest with you, it's just one person and it's very rare, but like I said, I'm honest. I do still have, and I'll say who it is. I'm not going to say who it is. um but that person, like I said, do I sit here and think about wanting to beat them up, and do I think about how I'm going to, like, do I think about how a truck would run over their toe? No. I used to. I went from wanting to beat people up to wishing something bad would happen to them without me having to do it, to now being like, no, I don't want them to stub their toe. I don't want them to have a bad day. I don't. But I'll have my moments where they trigger me, and I do want to meet them in a back alley just for a second. It passes. But also, I was explaining to some Missy yesterday, if you've never been in a fist fight, I congratulate you, because when you know those vibrations, when you know what it's like to beat somebody up, when you know it's like to have somebody pummel your face in, you don't get scared of those things anymore. To pull yourself down from that level of anger, you guys, I'm going to give myself credit, because there were days where I'd be quick to punch a girl. I'm not kidding. Something would say pop. Um, and for those of you that have never felt that vibration, I'm telling you, thank God, because to pull yourself out from that level of anger has not been a fun thing to do in this lifetime. And I can promise you I will never go back there. I will never allow myself to ever be that angry again, because literally the only person it hurt was me. Me. I'm the problem. It's me. But I've talked too much. Does anybody else want to share before I keep going and going and going? My bubble was bluish, light bluish purple also too. I don't know if anybody shared, and it was small. It was like here, like we're not letting anybody come in today. So I was like, okay.
Mine was my light pink pearl again. Now that you got
Oh,
that pink in my head.
that love, girl. That's what they're saying, that pulling that self-love. Protect that bubble. All right, guys. I love you all. It's Tuesday. Go have tacos. I ate a shit ton of them yesterday, which is why my belly. I gotta fix my diet, guys. It's definitely starting to catch up with me. But I love you all. Wish me luck. Hopefully, I'll have a kitchen by the end of the summer, and then things will shift for me as well. So I love you all. Have such an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you mañana.